But first, 3 fun and funky performance cars guaranteed to make you smile. Stay with us. Functional and frugal. Automotive traits formerly tough to find under one roof. Until now. Presenting the Mini Cooper S, the Pontiac Vibe GT, and the VW new Beetle Turbo S. The $20,000 driving experience is a lot more interesting with the arrival of these 3 funky yet functional performance cars, all capable of over 100 horsepower per liter. And while they may be compact, they're certainly not conventional.
These are 3 very distinctively different automobiles. The thing they have in common is that they're different from the mainstream automobiles, and they're a lot of fun to drive.
Different, fun to drive, and all 3 have rich family histories. BMW has taken the 60s British Mini and created an entirely new car. It has the character of the original, yet incorporates the German automaker's high levels of engineering development.
The Mini Cooper S is pumped up to 163 horsepower by means of a Roots-type supercharger. It's packaged under that small hood there. You wouldn't believe how neatly it delivers an amazing performance punch for the size of the vehicle and the size of the engine.
163 horsepower may not sound like a lot, but given a curb weight of about 2,500 pounds, the Mini does 0 to 60 in just over 7 seconds. And the Mini looks like it drives, direct and focused.
Of all the production cars that you can buy today, the Mini Cooper S is the closest you can get to driving a go-kart on the streets.
With a generous torque curve, 6-speed gearbox, and short travel suspension, its performance and handling are impressive. An array of electronic brake and optional stability controls, plus front, side, and front and rear head airbags, all ensure that this 12-footer is as safe as it is fun to drive. However, the ride quality is rough. As there's no room for a spare, the run-flat tires, especially with optional 17-inch rims, provide little sidewall cushioning. Inside, adapted BMW 3 Series ergonomics, plus a large column-mounted tack, retro-look toggle switches, and exposed structure on the dash and doors make for a playful, modern interior. Despite a mini exterior, there's plenty of room for 4 or 25 cubic feet of cargo space. The Vibe GT is a Pontiac-styled version of Toyota's hot-selling Matrix XRS. It delivers the newer, hipper look Pontiac was after in the more clumsy-looking Aztec. The base Vibe generates an uninspiring 130 horsepower, but the GT has had a little help.
The Yamaha developed a 1.8-liter engine that's in the Toyota Matrix XRS, and the Pontiac Vibe GT is a high rever, which develops an incredible amount of power for its size.
180 horsepower to be exact, but with a sweet zone that only kicks in between about 6,000 and 8,000 RPM, you may feel like a street racer revving to get maximum performance. A close ratio 6-speed is paired with a rally-style dash-mounted shifter that can feel a little notchy and imprecise. However, overall fit and finish is more related to Toyota quality than GM, and the virtual image red gauge needles and orange instrument lighting add a high-tech touch. 16-inch 55 series Goodyear Eagles are a little lackluster in spirited handling and braking, but relaxed driving in the GT feels light and tight, more hot hatch than sedate SUV. SUV similarities can be found in the Vibe's ability to haul people and stuff, with a spacious 54.1 cubic feet of cargo space. There are also 12 and 110-volt electrical outlets, and high hip point seating that affords first-row occupants a good view. Volkswagen's new Beetle isn't for everyone, but that's kind of the point. To keep their loyal customers happy, VW continues to roll out new variations. A convertible is on its way, but for now we get the Turbo S, with handling enhancements and a horsepower upgrade to the usual 1.8-liter inline-4.
The Volkswagen New Beetle led a product renaissance at Volkswagen in the mid-1990s. It was based on the VW Golf and Jetta. So it has a modern chassis underneath with this old car type body thrown over top of it. The Turbo S is a high-performance derivative of that car, and it's very exciting to drive.
With 20% more power and 7% more torque, the Turbo S walks the walk and matched the Mini Cooper S in a sprint to 60, despite being 500 pounds heavier. We found improved response throughout the RPM range, and a close ratio 6-speed handles cog duties. An electronic stabilization program, a first for VW, applies brakes and cuts power to counter skid conditions. Leather-trimmed seats, steering wheel, shifter and handbrake, plus brushed alloy trim on handles and the shift knob give the Beetle interior a sleek look. However, some may find the 2.5-foot deep dash takes a bit of getting used to, and rear seat occupants may find headroom a little tight.
What we have here with these three fast and funky competitors are three entirely different personalities.
Each of these funksters has a unique, fun-to-drive personality, is capable of toting people and cargo when needed, and will put a smile on your face while you do it. But to us, the Mini Cooper S proves that the best things can come in small packages.
Of the three cars in our test, the Mini Cooper is the most iconic. It gets the most reaction out of people. There's only one in the world. It was designed from the ground up to be what it is. And it looks the way it does because of the way it drives. And it drives like it does because of the way it looks.
Congratulations once again to everyone at Volvo for the innovative XC90, MotorTrend's 2003 Sport Utility of the Year. For the complete story, get the new issue of MotorTrend magazine on newsstands now. I'm John Mathias, and for all the editors at MotorTrend, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on MotorTrend Television.